a little bit. Let's just share, and this is a safe space. So I'm Sumi, and the basis of this session is basically gonna be on clarity on the past to have clarity for the future. So just reflecting on the challenges that we've had, the things that have gone well, the things that didn't go well, the kind of maybe unpleasant situations that were there so far, and also to have a clarity for the future because we're going to go in planning, and then we're also going to have some planning sessions today. So yeah, just to set context for that as well. So let's begin from the start. Let's go to the journey when you were writing your MC applications and you had all these dreams. Maybe COVID was not even there yet. And you were like, okay, I'm going to bring so much revenue. I'm going to bring so many partnerships and it's going to be easy. It is usually not easy, but it's going to be easy. And then COVID happened. But guess what? You are the only generation so far that has had this unique journey. So kudos to that. And all of us, these are some of your applications that you maybe wrote or created. And thanks to some of your MCPs, we were able to get these. But you were in this mode where you were so passionate about the future ahead, so passionate about the vision that you had, so many things that you probably wanted to achieve, so many things that you wanted to create for the entity, the partnerships that you wanted to bring. Or if you did not apply for BD for some reason, then there was some kind of a drive that you had for your MC term. So yeah, if you can take out your planning tool, do that, or we can just chat here. I'm gonna post this link and you're gonna have 3 minutes, and I would like you to answer what was your ambition when you applied and what did you want to contribute. And the thing is, I want this to be a really safe space because we are like 10 people in this room, and one really great thing that I've realized is that how BD can support each other, because I see that from AI's level. So we have the structure, okay? AI VP BD, then we have AI BD managers, then we are RMs BD, and we have a really good safe space of communicating with each other. And this is the kind of connection that I would like all of us to have with each other as well, that we can just talk about the things that we need, talk about the things that are not going well, bitch about things, and just have this safe sharing space. So I've created this comment sheet for everyone, and you can just go and take a few minutes to answer these questions and write so you also have an output on, and you can just go back after the conference if you want to go back to the kind of thoughts that you were having in this BD track. I'm going to post this. It's the same link, by the way, and you go in the BD in my entity tab. Here you will have this. So for this part, it's only going to be the first cell. You can just go there and write your name, and then you can start answering. There is a lot of space, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes more. It's going to be okay. 2 minutes is fine. We have 5 responses. I was expecting that it's gonna be really shitty because it's been very challenging, but it's very good that all of us have had a very good MC experience so far. Kind of good. There have been a lot of challenges. I'm gonna read the chat code. Wait, APOP reading. And yeah, I mean, let's go. We go back to the sheet, and you're gonna be just answering these 2 questions. What were your main challenges and what didn't go as planned so far for you? getting into this role sooner than I expected, because earlier I was supposed to start my regional manager for BD role in January. And you are in this mode, okay, like I will have a lot of time for transition. I will have a lot of things to do before that. And I was super excited. And starting this role, because I'm not sure if how many of you know, but I have never done, or like I have never done on ground BD. I have experience with BD and marketing, like the joint side of it, but not BD on ground. So it was like major challenge for me was also some of my insecurities that I had in terms of, okay, like I'm not gonna be good enough. I have an incredible predecessor. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to live up to that standard. And then COVID happened, and then I was like, okay, Asia Pacific is one of the most worstly affected regions in the world, and the mindset in Asia Pacific is entirely different from the rest of the three regions. So it's gonna get a lot of challenges for me. So yeah, it was in terms of my mindset. A lot of times my morale has been low. We've all been there. So one of the things that I realized being in this role is that it's all about how you can just get up from these challenges and how much you are able to strive for everything that you want to do. Like BD is all about that. I think we have very less success rate because this is all about that, exploring opportunities. There is so many things that I have like this huge prospect list. Okay. And I want to approach all of these companies. I have dreams about making I don't know, like Acer the global partner or the regional partner, and I want to approach Google. I want to approach regional HQ of Facebook. All of these fluffy ideas that I have. But then this was like my main challenge, that I had too broad dreams. I had too broad plans, like I want to do everything. And then when I tried to do this, I realized that the mindset of people and the mindset of how people respond to us coming to them or approaching to them for knowing more has also changed. So that was something that didn't go as planned. And also one of the things was like I was expecting a lot more conversion rate. I think some of you will agree to it and relate to it as well. So the people that you probably would contact, if you were contacting 100 people per day or 100 people per week or so, you would probably get a response from like 10 or 8 or 9. And then that reduced to like 1 or 2. So this was also something very interesting to me and something that was entirely unexpected. But then again, I think this pandemic has affected all of us in a lot of ways, more ways than we can even imagine, like psychologically, physically, business wise, culture wise, everything. So yeah, you just learn to be okay with it and then just strive to do better the next day. I think this is the best thing that I've learned in these past 5 months. Next questions are, what did I neglect that I wanted to do and that would have been beneficial? So for you, when you were writing your applications and when you got selected, what were the things that you wanted to do, but now that you look back at it, you realize that you didn't really manage to do it? And what were the missed chances, perhaps? You can go back to the sheet and then continue writing the answer. For this discussion, if you were there in the design thinking session yesterday with Petra, so there was this 4 matrix, okay, 4 columns in a matrix, which was like you reflect on the past, the things that went well and the things that were not that good, and then you think about the future, thinking about the things that you've learned from the past, things that you would like to prevent in the future, and also things that you would like to implement. Because now that we're talking about the past, it's in the past, the things that did not work out. It's okay, it did not work out. We still have a long way to go. We're still halfway through, and the future has the potential to become amazing. The pandemic started in our term, but now the thing is, like, we are kind of getting used to it. So we kind of know from which lens to look at the situation from. Okay. So some of the last questions that we have is, what should I take to the next part of my term from what I learned so far? And you can have 2 more minutes for this, and then we come back. My one non-negotiable that I want to achieve or implement or even try before my term ends. So tell me something, girl. How is it going with your BD? Tell me something, girl. But I'm gonna break you out in the breakout rooms now, and we're gonna have not 10 minutes because we're a bit tight on time. So we're gonna have 6 minutes, and then you have your answers that you've written in the sheet. If you would like to share more with your breakout buddy, then you can do that as well. And we meet back here in 6 minutes. How was it? How was it, everyone? I see less people coming back than I sent to the breakout rooms, but it's okay. So I would like to know from you, from 2 or 3 people, what are your thoughts right now? Or you can just all write in the chat, whatever you feel like. Okay, Jay is nominated. Jay. Yes, I know, right?
Okay, cool. I think my thoughts right now, I think it will be more chill and cool because it's like this is my healthiest state ever, like being a person as a person. And then I think it's challenge, but then it's challenging. But then if let's say there's no hard things, then why we are learning it, right? So this is Lermin taught me when she was my LCP before. Yeah, when I was under her as well. So I think this is the mindset that we should have as a BD people, like as much as resilient as much as possible. Because if we are not fighting this, then who is the one who fight for us, right? Yeah, for me it's like this.
Thank you so much for that sharing, Jay. Um, Definitely. I don't think I can top it now. But if there is anybody else who would like to share, this is
I
your
think I
space.
can go.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I think in our room, right, we're really just feeling how we are feeling or how I'm feeling. I think we're both feeling calm, also motivated and energized because I feel like we have similar realities in terms of at the start of our roles and what we're also facing. But then we're also still achieving our targets, right? We're still crushing our goals. So there are challenges that we obviously see, but then we see that as we move through the months, it's more and more possible to actually achieve our goals. So this is something that has given us more energy to put in more effort, and it just makes the win really sweeter, right? When the challenges are high, but you still crush it. So I think overall it's a really great vibe. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that sharing, Victory. Definitely can relate. Okay, we can have one more sharing. I see the nice conversations that are happening. Anyone?
I can go.
Sure.
Okay, maybe what am I thought right now? I just like this kind of spaces, cause we've been through a lot of thought process, and after Chai, yeah, it wasn't literally it wasn't easy at all. Like, even if my past experience is the same within my current role, I mean functioning wise, but like, yeah, it's a whole nother level how we can actually manage people, how we can actually manage focuses and so far and so on. I've been experienced because, like, I told Chai, like, I'm very poor at actually long-term plans so far and so on, because like I'm very impulsive and I'm very spontaneous, and yeah, it's really got me like hard to actually plan everything. And yeah, for like there is this several months that really hit me hard. Is what makes like, oh, I feel excited, and then the next day and then the next week I feel like really low. I don't know if this is going to be purposeful or this is going to delivering the result or like even very good progress and so far and so on. But yeah, but one thing that I really matters is one thing that doesn't matter is it's a credit as well to actually acknowledge any achievement or any art that you actually have been created by you, even it's small, even it's really small. But if it's really comes from you and your effort and your team effort and it comes from your people as well, I think you have to actually acknowledge is really valued well, and take and from that, let's see what we can do better for the next time. Yeah, that's why yeah, that's keep me actually keep motivated, that keep me, yeah, put more discipline towards myself and so far and so on to actually keep rocking the term. Yeah, I think that's all. Sumi, you're muted.
Oh my God. Okay, I think for me as well, it's the same kind of mindset. I've been, I, all of us have the similar roles. And I think one of the things that I can recommend and suggest is also connecting with people who are going through the same thing, which is like your commission. And I'm not sure how many of you actually talk to your commission, or some of you I talk to for sure. But there is this kind of a gap that I feel between like me as a regional manager and the PD commission, because then again, there is this network management is being done from AI side. But I would still like to tell you that I'm still available for whatever like you need. And there have been times like Tara, I had a call with Tara 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, was it? And she just wrote to me like, I would like to consult with you for some things. And if you have anything like this, and even just to vent, just write in the chat or something, or just call me up, or call your commission buddies or anything like that. I think that helps a lot. That is something that I have been doing with my sales team as well. We all have different roles in different realities, and I think that applies to all of us as well in this call. We are all from different realities, one region, but still different realities. But we can all still relate to each other on a spiritual level, more spiritual level than anyone on our team could ever relate to. So yeah, this is what I would like to end with. Dates. I'm emotionally, or like I've been unavailable my entire life. I've never been in a relationship, but we will not rant. It's okay. So yeah, like Andy the Wise said, that make your term count, rock your term. And yeah, let's do it. And we're gonna have a short break before we move into the planning session. And I can send you the agenda and everything. Again, clarity on the past to have clarity for the future, like we said it in the beginning. And yes, we can have a short bit because I like the energy, like the conversation, like the emotions that are flowing in the call. We can have a short screenshot.